Now you've heard it from the New Testament, the place where it says Jesus conquered the devil and exposed him to open shame, robbing him of his weapons.
Thina ke siyahlupheka kulezi sikhatha sazi ukuthi ukumthela umuntu ngehlazo obala kuchaza.
In this era, we don't really understand what it means to expose to open shame.
Ngesikhathi samaRoma bebusa umhlaba wonke.
In the Roman era, when they ruled the world,
bekwenzeka ukuthi ngesinye isikhathi kusuka impi khona le kude.
sometimes a rebellion would be sparked off in a distant land.
Befuna ukuhlubuka umbuso wamaRoma.
Trying to secede from the Roman Empire.
Bese ke uKesari athuma impi yakhe nenduna yempi ujenene wakhe ethi hamba ulwe naleso sitha usinqobe.
Caesar would then send a general and his military to go and quell the rebellion.
Uma seyakhona elwa nomuntu ovukela umbuso.
And when he would then fight against the rebel who was rising up against the Roman Empire, after being victorious, he would strip him of his armor and weapons,
and
all his military weapons, and strip him naked. Tie him then behind the chariot, then drag him all the way to Rome. But before they got there,
bebethuma abantu ababili abagibela amahashi baphuthume baye khona eRoma beyobikela abantu ukuthi isitha sinqotshiwe.
2 forerunners on their horses would race into Rome saying, the rebellion has been squashed. There is victory.
Baphetha izitsha ezimbili ilo nalo bebokhele kukhe impepho.
And they would then have censers with scents and would be burning scents in these censers as they rode.
Niyazi emaromeni kanye nabasesheshi uma kukhona umngcwabo umphilisti ahambe nesitsha bese ke kushunqe iphunga.
You know how in the Roman Catholic Church, also the Anglican Church, they would use the priest would then, at a death, for instance, at a funeral, would wave this incense.
Bagijime phambili bafike qala eRoma beyobikela ivangeli oy angelion.
And the 2 Roman soldiers, in a similar way, would be riding in, carrying then their censers, burning this so that they would proclaim, gospel, we have conquered.
Bathokoze bonke bajabule ukuthi isitsha sinqotshiwe.
There would be great joy at the victory.
Bathi ivangeli.
They would say, gospel.
Kuze kufike ke ibutho lonke kufike bonke abantu nezinqola zabo.
And then the main army would arrive with all their chariots and weapons.
Uma sebefikile bebeqonda egroundini.
When they would enter, they would go into the main square.
La phakathi nendawo bekhona ugodo olukhulu olubheke phezulu.
And right in the
Lumbelwe khona lapha.
center of the square was a column that was planted in the ground.
Bamthatheke lo muntu
They would take the rebel,
ube umhlubuki eyisitha
the rebel, the
elwa
enemy,
nombuso
who had risen up,
bambophele entsikeni ekhona phakathi nendawo.
and tie him to this column, this pillar right in the middle.
Izandla nezinyawo
Hands and feet.
sukela phansi kuze kushaye phezulu
He would be bound from his feet to the top.
ukuba isitha singakwazi ukunyakaza.
The enemy could not move.
Kufike bonke abantu beze la bezobuka lesi sitha esasuka le iqali ukulwa iqonde ukuchitha umbuso.
The rebel was then a spectacle for all to behold, both young and old. They came in throngs to see this one who dared to rise up against the Roman Empire.
Kufike ngisho nengane encane notomatiso subolile bafike bamphose utomatisi ebusweni.
Even little children could come and throw rotten tomatoes at him, at his face,
Bafike bamkhahlela
kick him,
bembhuqa
mock him.
ubethelwa ngehlazo
He
obala.
was exposed to open shame.
Upawulu lapha ebhala
When Paul wrote,
wathi uJesu wamephuca uSathane izikhali zakhe wamthela ngehlazo obala.
Paul wrote that Jesus removed the devil's weapons and exposed him to open shame and spectacle.
Walithatha leli gama ebelisetshenziswa ngempi.
And he used this same military term
Lisetshenziswa nakupolitiki.
this same term that was used in a political sense,
Owinayo
the victory,
kuthiwa oyangelioni.
angelion, the victor.
Lokho bekuyindaba ethokozisayo ejabulisayo.
This brought much joy.
uJesu ke esiphambanweni wamephuca uSathane izikhali zakhe wamnqoba wamthela ngehlazo obala waze wavuka kwabafileyo. Kwabakhulu kunqoba kwathiwa vangeli oyangelioni.
Jesus on the cross did this victory. This was the open spectacle of the devil stripped of his weapons through the death and the resurrection of our Lord Jesus.